All right, everyone, we have just about 3 or 4 minutes left until we get started. Again, make sure you have a set of weights. Make sure you have music queued up and ready to go. For those of you that haven't taken my class yet, I really do treat this just like a class in the studio. So I alternate between doing the work with you and then coming up and checking in, offering form, challenges, etc. So with that being said, just make sure you always listen to my voice for directions, not watch my body. I might not be working. I might not be doing a rep, but that doesn't mean the block's over. I'm probably just coming up to check on you. I also live in a very, very, very small condo, so I'll probably be moving my computer around depending on what exercises and stuff we're doing to make sure that you can all see me well. I will spotlight myself during demos. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to have it in gallery view if you like seeing everybody working with you, or feel free to pin me if I'm the only one that you want to see. Totally your call, whatever gets you going. Again, we got about 3 minutes, so find that music, get water, find space. We have a good one tonight. We'll get started shortly. One minute till go time. Guys, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to bring it back to normal here. Give me a minute. Let's see. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to my teeny tiny home. All right, so again, for those of you that haven't done a live with me before, I do alternate back and forth between doing it with you and checking in on you, especially tonight. We do have a strength block, which you guys know is my favorite, but there are some exercises where I am gonna wanna make sure that you're doing them properly, and I'm going to be giving you lots of alternatives and options. If anybody needs options that I don't provide, if you have injuries or something that I don't know about, make sure to use the chat feature. I'll be checking that frequently throughout the class as well. Other than that, though, it is 5:31, so we're going to get started with our dynamic warm-up tonight. Our warm-up is 6 minutes in length. It primarily focuses on opening up the hips and the hamstrings. So really, really good opener because we do have some deadlifts. We have some lower body stuff that we're going to be doing as we get into the thick of this workout. So just like class, eyes on me, pretend I'm your VVA. I'm going to demo everything first, then I will count you down and we'll begin that warm up together, okay? So again, eyes on me. Our first exercise, warm up if you will, is going to be a hip rock. So I'm going to start here in this kneeling position, and then I'm going to extend one leg out straight. I'll come down on all fours. I should look like tabletop. And I just sit back onto my toe, onto my heel, and then come forward. All right, if you want to come farther forward, you can walk those hands out at the front part and then kind of move them with you. We'll do 30 seconds per side. Honestly, even just those couple reps, this should feel amazing in your hips and hamstrings. Then we're going to take it down to our hamstrings and calves even more. All right, 30 seconds per side. We've got a hamstring tuck to hamstring stretch to knee tuck. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot backward. That front toe is lifted, and just like we're doing a deadlift, We hinge our hips behind us. Again, this should feel amazing in the hamstring of the outstretched leg. Then I'm gonna stand on it and bring up my knee up. So I hinge back, stretch that hamstring, and then open that hip on the opposite side. We'll do 30 seconds per side there as well. And then we've got heel jacks for the uncoordinated people like me. So we stand out, legs out, arms out, jumping in and out. Now what's important with this is a good hip opener, but it also gets your blood pumping, increases that heart rate before we go into our first block. Make sure your arms aren't floppy. So I want arms straight and strong. All right, for anyone that hopped in late, follow along with me. Again, you'll need your own music. I will tell you at times, hey, this is the time to turn the music up and turn me down, stuff like that. But if this is your first time trying it, experiment with the sound. You want to be able to hear my voice in addition to the music. All right, so let me get my timer ready here. All right, hello everyone, hello. It's so fun to see faces. All right, let's see. This is a 6-minute block, guys. We'll get done what we can. If you are behind me or in front of me in terms of your speed, it really does not matter. All right, you guys do you. This is your workout tonight. All right, everybody, getting to work. Hip rocks on one side. You guys choose what side you want to start with. For me, I'm gonna start with my left leg outstretched, but you choose what side you want to start with. All right, we've got 30 seconds on this side in 3, 2, 1, right here. So the leg that is out, that foot is flexed and straight, and you're just sitting back onto that heel and then pushing those hips forward. Flexing the foot of the extended leg is gonna make it a slightly more intense stretch. So if it's already pretty intense for you, unflex that foot. On my cue, we're gonna switch to the opposite side. So if you're with me, left knee down, right leg straight. In 3, 2, 1, switch right here. Still doing those hip rocks. Trying to keep your hips square. So whatever knee is down, that hip and that leg is gonna want to collapse towards the outstretched leg. You do not want that to happen. Try to keep your left hip extended away from that right leg. On my cue, we're gonna stand up and go into that hamstring stretch. In 3, 2, 1, right here, standing up. Right foot forward, flex that toe up, hinge your hip, hamstring stretch, pull that knee. All right, so 1 foot forward, flex that toe, hamstring stretch, come up to a stand, hug that knee. Guys, it doesn't matter what leg you're hugging in right now, all that matters is you know, so that in about 10 seconds, we can go to the other side. We're doing all of these twice today. In 3, 2, 1, switch it up. I'm gonna face you this time. So this time, my left leg is forward. I'm balancing on my left leg as I come up, hugging my knee into my chest. Belly button in, abs tight. Guys, don't rush this. So as you come up to stand, try to really mess with that knee a little bit. Really move it around in the socket. Get that hip up. On my cue, we've got 1 minute of heel jacks. Keep working through this in 3, 2, 1, heel jacks. Standing wide, jumping in with straight arms. Remember, if you don't want to jump today, I want you to open and close, tapping those feet. That's totally fine. Otherwise, jump and breathe. Hopefully your music is loud enough so you can't hear how winded I am from 3 minutes of talking while moving. Whew, I don't know how spin instructors do it. 30 seconds and we're back to the top. You got it. You can always slow it down. You can always change to that tap. Keep moving. 10 seconds. We're back to those hip rocks. Use your breath. Don't be afraid to make some noise. None of us can hear each other, except for me. Lucky me. 3, 2, 1, down to that ground. Foot straight. Hip back. Good. Oh, I don't know if anyone just heard that. My knee and hip made a really lovely popping noise. Again, whatever knee is down is going to want, that knee, leg, and hip is going to want to collapse towards the outstretched leg. Don't let it. Hips are square. On my 2, we switch sides. In 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Flex that foot. This should be a little better this time, and by better, I mean maybe you don't hear or feel, your hamstring screaming just as much as you did the first round. The first round, if you're anything like me, you're like, hello, hamstring. This round, you might be like, am I doing it wrong? I don't feel it. That's a good thing. On my 2, we're up to that hamstring stretch to knee tuck. Doesn't matter what side you start on. In 3, 2, 1, stand right here. I'm going to start on the opposite side than I did last time. I always like alternating what side I start on, even in a flexibility and warm-up block, because I find I always have more energy on the starting side. So if I alternate what side I start my reps on, I find I have more balanced and equal proportionate strength in my body. On my 2, switch sides. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Hamstring stretch. Hips back. Give that knee a nice little hug. Don't be afraid to only get 2 or 3 reps here if that means you're really hugging that knee into your chest. Hips back, knee up. We're going to finish our warm-up with 1 minute of steel jacks on my 2. When you guys finish that 1 minute of steel jack, I'm going to be queuing up the next block in 3, 2, 1. Steel jacks right here. 1 minute. Good. Keep working through this, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Almost done. Remember, the option is to eliminate the jump here. You have just under 20 seconds of those steel jacks. Remember, option out and in. 10 to go. Maybe you straighten out your arms a bit more, pick up the pace a bit more. We walk it down in 3, 2, 1, walk it down. All right, guys, grab some water, turn your tunings down a little so that you can hear me. And we are gonna go into our first block. All right, so first block tonight, I did tell you it is a strength block. It is pretty well balanced for our strength block tonight. We got a lot going on, but a lot of it is lower body, which I love as well. So we have 8 minutes on the clock. Eyes on me first, I will demo everything, then I will start the block. So 8 minutes on the clock. We've got 10 reps for everything, so you don't have to remember a lot. Alternating reverse lunges to a lateral raise, deadlifts to an upright row, a lateral lunge to a bicep curl, a neutral full thruster, and a crunch. Here's the deal. I'm going to provide a lot of options. So for the first 2 minutes of this 8 minute block, I'm going to screen share and I'm going to spy on you all and make sure you have the options, challenges, and adjustments that you need. Then I'll jump in and join you guys. Okay, so eyes on me. Alternating reverse lunge to lateral raise. You really don't need anything too heavy for this. All right, so I lunge back, lateral raise here, come up to stand. You'll alternate, okay, I'll show you from this side, lunge, lateral raise. You'll alternate, so 10 reps total in your upper body for the raise, but only 5 lunges per leg, okay? Option, if it's too hard to do the lateral raise at the bottom of the lunge, come to standing and do the lateral raise at the top. Then we've got a deadlift to the upright row. Now I know all your legs are stronger than your upper body, but you're limited here, A, by what you have at home, and B, by your upper body strength. So choose a weight that you can upright row, not a weight that you can deadlift. So I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. Shoulders down and back, abs tight, weights glued to my body. I push my hips behind, just like we did in the warm-up, all right? Glide up, squeeze my glutes like I'm cracking a walnut, and then that upright row. Okay, so again, hips lead like I'm trying to touch my bar cart behind me with my butt. I come up, I squeeze, upright row, okay? Then we've got an alternating lateral lunge to a bicep curl. So weights in both hands. Again, you're limited by what you can bicep curl, not by what you can lateral lunge. I step out, I lunge back, my butt goes back, I stand, I bicep curl. If you feel like at the bottom of the lunge, you're pulled down, your back is bad, or your knee is really far forward, then I want you to split it up. Instead of using 2 weights and alternating, do 5 with 1 weight here, bicep curl on one side, and then switch. 5 with 1 weight here, bicep curl on the other side, because we still want to have a nice tall spine, okay? Then you got a neutral full thruster, 10 reps here. Weights at your shoulders, hip width apart, parallel with my squat, explode up with my weights. Use that breath. It's inhale, exhale. All right, and then finally, everybody's favorite crunch. Push your low back down, squeeze your belly button in, hands by your ears, crunching up and down. Everything tonight, everything is 10 reps except for the crunch, which is gonna be 20 reps, okay? Does anyone need any options, form tips, anything funky? No, we're good? All right, so again, I know a couple of you hopped on late, make sure that you are listening to my voice, not watching my body, because I am gonna alternate between doing it with you and coming up and staring at you, making sure that your form is good. So we are gonna be starting with an alternating reverse lunge to lateral raise, 10 reps per side. Right now is when you wanna cue up that music, turn those tunes up. Right here, 10 reps per side, 8 minutes on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Reverse lunge, lateral raise. Use your breath. Option, if it's hard to do the raise at the bottom, I want you instead to stand, do it at the top. Alternating your legs here. Don't worry if you're before me, after me. After these 10, you have 10 deadlifts to upright row. 10 deadlifts to upright row. I want you to feel your fingertips brushing your pant leg. Feel your fingertips brush. Slow on the way down. Choose something in your house to target your hips to imaginarily be reaching towards. Good. 10 total here at the top of the upright row, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure your wrists are not flicking. All right, so your palms are always facing you. Knuckles are always facing me. After these 10, you've got that alternating lateral lunge to bicep curl. Remember, if both weights are not working, choose one. 10 reps total of those lunges, 5 per side. So remember, one side, stand, bicep curl. Alternate. Lateral lunge, stand, bicep curl. 10 total here. Pushing those hips behind you, squeezing your butt. Remember, the option is to use one weight. And breathe. It's inhale, exhale. Excellent. I'm having a hard time talking, exercising, and counting all at once. I think I'm around 8 or 9 reps. After this, if you guys are ahead of me, you've got those neutral full thrusters, down into that full squat. Weight goes overhead for 10. Use your breath here. Inhale down, exhale up. I want to hear you. After these thrusters, you've got 20 crunches. 20 crunches. Keep working. I'm just coming up to check. Good, guys. 20 crunches after those 10 thrusters. Excellent, guys. Use your breath. After those thrusters, you should be winded. So going down to the floor for your crunches should feel like a really nice break. When you're done with those 20 crunches, you're back to the top with that alternating reverse lunge to lateral raise. Alternating reverse lunge to lateral raise. Good. I'm gonna share that screen with you for a minute so you can see the workout and remember, all the while I have an opportunity to coach you a little more. So again, keep working through here as I creepily spy on your form. Remember, if the low lunge is a little tricky with the lateral raise, come up to standing. Excellent. Good. Loving the wine bottles, guys. We gonna drink them after? Good. See if you can get half an inch lower in your hips in the lunge. Yeah, there you go, Heidi. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Lauren looks really nice. All right, after those lateral lunges, you're into those deadlifts. Good. Guys, when you're doing the deadlifts, if you could, turn sideways to the camera so I can see your hips. That way, if there's any kind of problem, if I'm worried about your form or anything, I can help you a little more. Good. Rose, roll your shoulders back a little more. Really pinch them back. Keep them there as you're going down. Good. Now stop right there. You don't need to go further. Then all the way up, pop your hips through. Yep. Good. Do one more rep for me. Hips back, back, back. Stop. Come all the way up. Deadlift. Squeeze your butt first, then upright row. Good. Excellent. Awesome. Good. Lisa, keep that form nice and tight and engaged. Lindy, perfect, flat back. Watch at the top, make sure you're not overarching into your back. So come all the way up with your butt, but don't overdo it with your back. Good, that was nice. Awesome, awesome, guys. Good. Remember, alternating lateral lunges. Don't let your chest come down. Awesome. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. All right, I think I've got everyone. Kristen looking good. Good, good, good. Nice flat back, Larry. Awesome. Squeeze those abs, weights up. Good, guys. If your weights are a little lighter than you're accustomed to at home, slow everything down. Slower the better. Good. Nice, Jordan. Awesome. Good. Zoe, come all the way up to standing before you do the curl. Yep, perfect. Good. Abs tight, hips back. All right, you guys look awesome. All right, we got just about 2 minutes left here. Just about 2 minutes left here. Excellent. Hopping back with you guys because they're all too good. You don't need much help from me tonight, which is pretty impressive for these exercises. I forgot my timer. Excellent. Just over a minute left in this block. Then we have our mock treadmill block, if you will. A little bit of cardio to get your heart rate up. I say with a laugh because if you're lifting heavy enough right now, I bet that your heart rate is up already, right? You don't always need to be running to get those flat points. We're in that final minute. Try not to take any rest from here on out. You'll get rest in 40 seconds when I demo. Good, keep working, guys. Single digits. Almost done, wait for my countdown. Walking it down in 3, 2, 1. Take a breather, guys. Grab those weights. Drop those weights, grab that water. And I'm gonna cue up the timer for the next block. I'll show you what we're gonna do. This is a little bit of cardio and core. So those of you that came last night, similar to what we did there, but a little more rest. All right, we've got an iso squat jack for 20 seconds and a seated knee tuck for 20 seconds. We're going through this 4 rounds through, but if you think about it, one complete round is only 40 seconds to work, one of those being a core exercise. So that means when we're doing that iso squat jack, I want a lot. So you may be asking, like I was asking, what's an iso squat jack? Well, normally a squat jack is this, right? Our feet come in and out together. Tonight, we're making it isolated, meaning we're always in the squat. We're never releasing tension. So I'm down in that squat, coming in and out with that jack. If that's too much at any point, go into that regular squat jack or a regular squat if you're not jumping tonight, okay? Then we've got that knee tuck. Fingertips face forward. You're kind of balancing on your tailbone. You extend out and in. Flex your feet. You can make this harder by extending your hands off the ground. Okay, so grab your water, cue up your music. We are gonna get going in about 20 seconds. This is 4 minutes of work, 4-minute block, but again, only 40 seconds total per round. It's 20 on, 10 off, all right? We ready to have some fun tonight, guys? All right. Hi, Diana, nice to see you. All right, guys, so we've got iso squat jacks for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, right here. Iso squat jacks, nice and low and nice and light. I want you all to imagine you live in an apartment with really mean downstairs neighbors. Now remember, option, regular squat. You can always take it to a squat, to a step out. Good, keep going in 3, 2, 1, rest. Excellent. Shake it out, do a happy dance. We've got that seated knee tuck. In 3, 2, 1, right here, seated knee tuck. Remember, option to lift your hands. Inhale, exhale. Inhale out, exhale up. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Round 1 done. We're doing that 2 more times. Getting ready for those squat jacks. Iso hold in 3, 2, 1, get to it. Right here, 20 seconds. Remember, option would be do that regular squat jack or a regular full range squat. You got under 15 seconds left. Light on your feet, hips back, good. Earning that rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, guys. Making sure your knees don't go over your toes in that squat jack. Everyone get down to the floor for those knee tucks. In 3, 2, 1, knee tucks right here. Good. On the way out, can you flex your feet, guys? Flex your feet like you're trying to stamp against the wall. This might fire up your hips a little bit more if they're tight like me, but it's also gonna fire up your low abs more. You can also balance and hold at the top for a couple seconds before releasing. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! Halfway. All right, guys, hop back up, back to those iso squat jacks. All right. Low in your stance in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Iso squat jacks right here. Nice and low. Light on your feet. Breathing. Earning that rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. Down to the ground for that seated knee tuck. When you get down to the ground, I want you to roll your shoulders down and back like you did for the deadlift. Right now, all of you, down and back with those shoulders. Abs tight. 3, 2, 1, get it. Let's go. Seated knee tuck. Keep those shoulders down and back. Feel that pinch. Good. Inhale, exhale. I want to hear you. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you go down. Make some noise. No one can hear you. We rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, we're doing that all one more time. One more time through before our next block. Iso squat jacks, 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, begin. Iso squat jacks, guys, right here, 20 seconds. Less than a minute left in this block. Slightly heavy in your heels, butt goes back again, just like you're trying to touch that thing you were aiming for with your deadlifts. We rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, final 20 seconds of this block, and then you get a water break. Down to the floor. Shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Knee tuck right here. Good, guys. Breathe. All right, for the final 10 seconds, can you lift your hands off the floor? Lift your hands off the floor for the final 10. Reach towards you, towards that wall. Flex those feet. Inhale, exhale, reach. You got this. There we go, Epstein's. We rest in 3, in 2, in 1. Walk it down. Rest. Excellent work, everybody. Breathe. You are done with that block. All right, grab your water as I gear up, cue up, if you will, the next round. We have another strength block coming our way before we finish our workout tonight with another cardio block, okay? So keep relaxing, keep breathing, and eyes on me. We've got another 8-minute block. We've got a half get up. We've got a half kneeling overhead press to stand and a wood chop. Each of those are 10 reps, and then our core exercise, just like last round with the crunch, our swimmer is gonna be 20 reps, okay? So ideally, we are gonna do all of these on one side, then all of these on the other side. I know that's a lot to remember. I am gonna screen share for the first 2 minutes of this block, and then I'll jump in and help with you, okay? So eyes on me. Can you see me? Yeah, okay. So for that get up, one weight or no weight, again, this is really hard as it is, shoulders down and back. If my right leg is bent, my left leg and left arm goes to the side, my right arm holds that weight. I'm gonna push that weight up as I come up. The weight doesn't move, it's still. My arm is like a Barbie, it cannot bend. Big deep breath into my belly, I press onto my elbow, press up into my hand, press down into my elbow, and then slowly return down to my back. Okay, I'll show you on this side. The left leg, left arm, right arm and leg provide stability. Big deep breath, inhale to my elbow, to my hand, to my elbow, and to the ground. Okay, slow and controlled. The reason I'm screen sharing at the beginning of this block is so I can spy on you guys and make sure that you're doing it right. I know this is a tricky exercise in the studio. It's gonna be trickier out of the studio. Then we've got that half kneeling overhead to stand. If my left leg is down, I hold my weight in my left arm. I don't want it to collapse, so don't be afraid to go light. Again, press upwards. I come up all the way, stand like the Statue of Liberty, and I come right down. So that arm never drops, ever, ever, okay? And then finally, we've got a wood chop. So I twist, watch this toe. I twist in towards like right below my knee, towards my calf, it depends how tall you are. And then I'm gonna swivel up this toe now, my other leg, watching it. So right foot down, left foot up. Again, light on the weight here. Honestly, be careful because you wanna make sure when you're up here, you're not overarching into your back. All right, so you should just feel like you're wringing out a wet towel with your ass. It's down and up. You don't even need a weight, okay? What we're gonna do is all 3 of those on one side, right? So half get up on the right, Statue of Liberty on the right, thingy on the right, and then we'll do the other side before moving on to our swimmers. So on the ground, abs tight, butt tight, lift, alternate your swim. To make it harder, hands straight out in front of you. To make it easier, hands are in a goal post position. All right, let me cue this up, so grab your water. We're not starting yet. All righty. Where are you guys? There you go. All right, you should now be able to see me and the screen just so you have a point of reference because I know it's kind of tricky tonight. Everyone down to the ground with one weight. You guys be very careful with that wine. I don't want any accidents or I expect you to lick it up off the floor. All right, a half get up on the right side. So right knee bent, right arm stretched out front. Cue up that music. The timer begins in 3, 2, 1, action. Right here, guys. Good. So reaching towards that weight. A good rule of thumb is to try to always have that weight near your ear. Good. So Jordan, as you come up, shoulder back a little bit towards your ear. Good. So slow on the way down. And then as you come up, push your shoulder back half an inch. Yes. Did you feel the difference there? Really good. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's see. Good, Maria, slow on the way back. Same with you. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Awesome. Natalia has some agility training with the puppy. Rose, that looks good. Put your the leg that's straight, Rose, out to the side a little more. That'll help your balance. Yep, good. So you still want your hips square. Good. Lindy, slight bend in that elbow. Try to straighten it out. Try to eliminate that bend. Good. So reach towards the ceiling like there's paint on the top of that weight. You're trying to touch it to the ceiling. Excellent. Good. Big deep breath. After you do 10 reps on one side, you're then going to move on to do the half kneeling overhead stand on one side. Guys, I don't care what side you're on. You're just doing this all on one side, then all on the other side. So, you know, Lindy, you might be on your left. Rose, you might be on your right, and that is fine. All right. For that half kneeling single arms press to stand. If your right arm has the weight, your right leg goes back. It stays perfectly straight. Once again, I want you to feel like you're reaching. Good, Rose. Press, press, press against that weight. Press, press, press. Eliminate that bend. Yep, good. Like your life depends on it. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Yeah, there we go. Good. Excellent. You guys can pause all the way at the ground. So tap your knee on the ground. Double check that press is good. Excellent. Good, Diana. Nice job straightening out that arm. Good. Pop up. Excellent. This is a lot on your shoulders. Good, Natalia. Try to straighten that arm nice and straight. Yes, it should be tricky. A lot of shoulder strength, a lot of core strength. Shake it out. Do 5 reps at a time, then do another 5 reps if you need to. Excellent. Good. Following that weight, once you get to that wood chop, watch that weight like it's a diamond or like it's a bottle of wine. Then you're doing all 3 of those on the other side. So back to that half get up on the opposite side, back to that half kneeling overhead to stand on the opposite side, back to that wood chopper on the opposite side. Don't worry about anyone else on screen. If you can see other people, this is you versus you. Good. Jordan, wait a little higher on the way up, like you're going to above the window. Yep, there we go. Good. Awesome, awesome here. Excellent. Rose, on the way up, straighten those arms all the way straight. Yes. Like you're holding, I don't know, a big beach ball. Good. Good, good, good. Diana, both arms hold that weight in that twist. So both arms and then both arms up. Yep. There we go. Excellent. Twisting your whole body towards that weight. It should feel good in your core. Excellent. Lindy, that side looks so much better. Good, good, good. Is that your dominant side by any chance? It's funny how it works out. Good. Breathe, 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 guys. Good, Maria. That side looks good too. Try to come up, Maria, at the top a little more up into your sit. So big, tall sit. Good. Like up on your pelvis. Excellent. There we go, guys. You are halfway through the block here. Good. Really settle down into that lunge, guys. Put your knee on the ground. If you need, grab a pillow. Put a pillow on the ground. Not only will that be more comfortable for your knee to rest on, but it will also bring the ground a little higher. So like Gary, you're really tall. This might be trickier for you. If any of you are tall, use a blanket, use a pillow. Not only will it provide stability of your knee, but it brings the ground higher. You can always hold onto a couch or a chair for your balance. Good. We're more than halfway through the block here. Again, once you do everything on one side and everything on the other side, don't forget about those lonely swimmers. Your low back wants some love too. So it's a half get up, a half kneeling overhead stand, and a wood chop on the one side, then a half get up, half kneeling overhead to stand, and wood chop on the other side. Then you move on to those swimmers before repeating. Good, Kristen, nice job. Those swimmers, just like that last block, is essentially going to be your active recovery. Good. Excellent. Lindy, bend your knee slightly more on the bottom part. So like both knees bent. Yes, there we go. Yep, putting your lower body into it a bit more too. Excellent. Good. Lisa, try to straighten out that arm a tad more next time. Just a smidge. It looks good. Ooh, Diana, that side is so good. So, so, so good. Reach up with that arm so straight. Awesome, guys. 3 minutes. Rose, I see you. Straighten that arm, girl. Statue of Liberty. Woohoo! Awesome. Maria, perfect twist. Don't forget about those swimmers, guys. When you're in those swimmers, I need your butt and your abs to be rock solid. Glutes and abs rock solid here. Awesome. Good, Lauren, slow it down a bit. Make it methodical. So up to your elbow, stop. So go back down again, all the way on the bottom. So come up to your elbow, then stop. Good, now big deep breath up to your hand, down to your elbow, pause, and then as slow as you can all the way down to start. Good. Methodical, so in each section, to remain stable, you have to really squeeze those abs. Good, after you finish those swimmers, guys, you're back to the top. One side and the other side. Now here's my piece of advice. You do only have 2 minutes left. I don't want you to be uneven. So maybe alternate from now on. Half get up on the left, half get up on the right. Half kneeling overhead to stand on the left, half kneeling overhead to stand on the right. Wood chop on the left, wood chop on the right. I don't want you guys to get through all of your left side and then the block be over and your poor right side is going to be like, what gives? All right, so knowing you only have 90 seconds left, make the best decision for you. Excellent. Guys, if the swimmers bothers anyone's lower back, you could always do a hip bridge, right? Or feel free to use the chat feature and I can offer you something else depending on how you're feeling. Good. Good job, Kristen. Inhale as you lower down into that lunge. As you stand up, exhale, blow that air out. Abs tight, it'll help you with that balance. Good. Zoe, shoulder back just a little bit. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Picture perfect. Abs tight. You're in that final minute, guys. So I know you may be tired, but I want you to keep working through this because at the end of this minute, you know the drill. You're going to get a break. We want to earn that break. Excellent, guys. When we get to that final 30 seconds, keep moving. If you finish off either side, make sure that you maybe alternate. Maybe you go right to those swimmers, but let's finish this block strong. Right here, we have 26 seconds left. Good, guys. 26 seconds left. Good, good, good. Awesome. Almost there, everybody. In 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, everyone take a breather, grab some water, and I am going to walk you through our final round here. All right. Where are you guys? There you are. Okay. I tell you, I feel like no matter, every time I do Zoom, I just get confused, even though I've done it like 20 times by now. All right, so keep having water, keep doing your thing. Our final block is going to be another cardio block, similar to the first one we did, but with different exercises, okay? 20 on, 10 off, 4 rounds. This time we've got jump rope, and an iso squat to alternating punch. So most of you probably don't have a jump rope at home. I don't. Doesn't matter. We're just going to mimic it. So with a jump rope, right, your wrists flip and your feet jump. So nice and light. Again, light on your feet. Nobody should hear you. If you're not jumping today, I want you to make this a high knee march instead. And I really mean high knees. I mean, get your knee parallel to the ground, like we're going to balance a glass of water on it. Okay, and our next and final exercise of the evening is an iso squat to an alternating punch. All right, so I am going to show you 2 options here. Right here, regular squat, hip width stance, toes are forward, abs are tight. I squat down, my chest is up, and I twist like so. So I'm punching, and this is all from my core. So not only are my quads burning, but just like the wood chop, we're getting that twist in our obliques. This can be a lot on your hips if your hips are tight. So option, just take it out wider to a sumo squat. That's going to take a lot of pressure off your hips and allow you to stay lower and do that movement a little more efficiently. Biggest thing with that movement, make sure if you get tired, you don't start falling down. You're still sitting, hips below you, abs tight. Okay, we'll go in 20 seconds, grab water, cue up your music. Anyone have questions or need options? Final 4 minutes of our work here, ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll stretch it out. You guys can go make dinner. All right, grab your fake jump ropes. Jump ropes assemble. All right, guys. We're going in 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump rope, 20 seconds right here. Light on your feet. Don't forget about your wrists, even though it's an imaginary jump rope. Breathe. Now, in my opinion, this block is a slower build than last block. I'll tell you what I mean by that in a second. In 3, 2, 1, rest. So in my opinion, last block, it kind of hits you fast. It was hard. This block, I think it takes some time. So ease into it. That last round, we want to make it the hardest it can be. In 3, 2, 1, down for those plank those squat punches. Remember, if you have tight hips, I want it wide. Option, if it's really tough, I want you to squat, punch, punch. Squat, stand, punch, punch. I'd rather you stay moving through the entire 20 seconds than constantly taking breaks. In 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 1 round done. Guys, you know how that felt. If you're toast, think of those options, right? If it doesn't feel that hard, sink lower in the squat, jump faster in the jump squat. Action, go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Jumping jacks. I keep want to say jump jacks. Whatever this is that we're doing, you guys know. Jump rope. Getting ready for that rest in 3, 2, 1, rest. So again, eyes on me. Option if staying low in the punch doesn't work. Squat, stand, punch, punch. Squat, stand, punch, punch. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Stick your butt out, abs tight, pulling your belly button tight, shoulders down and back. And I want you to look outside either knee. So outside my left knee, what am I punching? Outside my right knee, what am I punching? Find a target. Sounds silly, I bet you immediately feel a difference. Rest. Good guys, rest. So when you're just punching willy-nilly, nothing goes into it. But if I'm like, bam, I'm punching that mirror, and bam, I'm punching that picture, you're gonna be more effective. In 3, 2, 1, go, jump rope. You have 2 more rounds of this, guys, and that's it. 2 more rounds, and that's it. This is where, if you are not already in gallery view, you might want to be, so you can remember that all 12 of you are doing this together. Rest. Good. Breathe. Going into that iso squat, alternating punch. Again, find your targets right now in your room. What are we punching? What books and lamps? In 3, 2, 1, action. Does not need to be fast. In fact, if you have a target and you're more precise in your twist, you will feel this more than if you're just whipping. If you're just whipping like this, I guarantee your low back is going to start to hurt. So make sure you are methodical. You have that target. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, guys. Breathe. All right. I'm going to give you guys an option for the final round. For the final round, if you don't want to break, don't take it. You can do a minute of each. Otherwise, rest with me. In 3, 2, 1, go. Jump rope. Right here. We have 1 minute of class left. That's why I'm giving you an option, because this final minute should feel like an all out. Breathe. In 10 seconds, those of you that want to will rest. The rest of you, if you want to challenge, keep going. Right here, rest unless you want to challenge. Again, rest unless you want to challenge. On my cue, we're going to drop down to that squat to punch. In 3, 2, 1, punch. Punch. Doesn't need to be fast. Needs to be strong. Good. In about 14 seconds, those of you that want to can rest. The rest of you, 10 more seconds till we finish. On my cue, in 3, 2, 1, rest if you want. 10 more seconds, deeper and faster if you want that challenge. Let's go, guys. Come on. Add that 0.1 if you've got it. Sink lower, twist faster, punch harder. In 3, 2, 1, shut it down, walk it down, breathe. Woo! Awesome. Awesome job, guys. Virtual high five to everybody in class. If you're not in gallery view, just do it anyway. It's fun. And let's breathe and let's stretch. So if you guys want, you're welcome to unmute yourself. Otherwise, let's all stretch it out together. If you can't stretch, try to stretch on your own. Hydrate, breathe, drink water. You did awesome tonight. So since we did so much hip stuff, we're going to keep stretching those hips a little bit, and then we're going to stretch our low back also, because hips, deadlifts, all that stuff. So this front leg, you can line it up with a mat if you have it, a letter of 90 degrees, and then 90 degrees in the back as well. Your hips are going to want to go this way. Twist to the front so you're forward. All right, this might be enough, or you can walk those hands out in front of you a little bit. This is what is going to give you that that back stretch in addition to that hip stretch, and breathe. You can always come all the way around to that other knee and sink down if you have that in your range of motion. but take this to where you need to take it. Just like I mentioned at the beginning of class with that hip stretch, where at first you felt it a lot, and then the second time you might have been a little more uncertain. That's what you might feel here. All right, switch to the other side. 90-degree front leg back. Again, twist your hips so you're square. This might be enough. Otherwise, you have the option to twist towards that knee or walk those hips out forward. This side, my left side, is 900 times tighter than my right side always, which I think is odd because I'm a righty, so I feel like I'd be stronger on the right and thus tighter on the right, but I don't know. Who knows? Breathe. Every exhale, you can sink a little lower. Good. We're going to do a wide child's pose, guys. What I mean by that, all right, you are going to touch your toes together, open up your knees wide, and then push your butt down on top of your toes. So I'm kind of like sitting on top of my feet and my legs are wide. Then crawl down, trying to keep your low back and your butt as close to those heels as you can, reaching forward, breathing. Good, guys. Big deep breath. Awesome, awesome. Hold that there for just a little bit longer. All right, and finally, last one, coming up to sitting, placing those heels together. Again, if you're not careful here, this might hurt your low back rather than help it. So make sure that when you're here, you might want to kind of scoot your butt forward, roll your shoulders back, and make sure you're really sitting up tall. You don't want to be collapsing into this. All right, put one hand to the side. Again, I'm up tall, I'm not collapsing. All right, and we reach to that side. You can even bend into this elbow to make it a little more. And again, making sure we're still straight, twist to that opposite side. Awesome job, guys. That's all she wrote. It was so nice to see you all. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope to see you next week. I teach Monday and Wednesday at 5, Thursdays at 5:30. Loved having you. Bye, everyone. Bye, Lauren.
Thank you.
Bye, Lisa. Thanks, Kristen.
Bye.
Bye, Diana. Nice to see you. Bye, Lindy. Bye, Sandy. Bye, Epstein's. Bye, Natalia. Woo!
Thank you. Bye.